Welcome to Secrets from the Saddle podcast. I'm Sylvie Dow, your host, fellow cyclist, bike club founder, cycling coach, bike race junkie, just truly super passionate about cycling. My journey with cycling started 20 years ago when I opened a spin studio, started a women's race team, and founded a women's only cycling club called Cycle Fit Chicks. I'm super thrilled to reveal all aspects that make the world of cycling operate. I'm so excited to be able to bring you interesting people from around the world, pro cyclists, recreational cyclists, coaches, event organizers, bike shop owners, everything and everyone you need to know or ever wondered about when it comes to cycling. I know you'll enjoy this episode. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Secrets from the Saddle, All Things Cycling Podcast with your host, Sylvie Dow, in frigid, cold Canada, Quebec, Canada. We got minus 30, but we're talking to Entjol Monka, who is in Albania. He says it's -2 over there, so sounds pretty good. Nice weather. I know we always have to talk about the weather because this is the thing that we have most in common, and it's friggin' cold today. I found Entjol on Instagram, and because he had some really cool photos, it looks like he's into triathlon, and I love to interview people from around the world. So I've never interviewed anybody from Albania. I should start making little check marks on the globe to make sure I get somebody from every continent and country. But I'm so excited to have you here and talk about your cycling story. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. So my first question is always, how did you get into cycling? Because you were saying that you were a volleyball player and then you moved into cycling. So share with us how that happened.
Yeah, after high school, I started volleyball for 3 years. I get injured in my
your wrist,
my arms, wrist,
yeah.
And I never got fully
recovered
from that. So I went to Tirana to study, to the capital, to study metropole, to study architecture. And there I used an old bike of my friend. It was a Chinese Sunshine MTB. So I commuted on there, and after that get a road bike, and still a road bike. And so I started the passion for cycling.
Nice. So were you in volleyball as part of a university program, or like a team or is that high school?
Here in Albania is middle school, but like a gymnasium.
Oh, okay.
There was a team, the youth team of the town. I worked 3 years in this team. I moved to university after that, and so I stopped playing.
So you moved to university, and that's where you got introduced to cycling as just for recreational, and then you got more interested into the road cycling scene that was there?
I started commuting.
Yeah.
In a city bike, let's say it's city bike, and after that I started to read articles about stamina, about cycling performance. Back then, and at the volleyball days, I used to do stretching, to run, to have the warm up, all the sessions to get ready for the game. So I started to do all of that experience from the volleyball. I used to cycling, so it was fun.
Were you did you have a group of friends that you rode with, or did you start racing? at that time, or you just sort of got into cycling?
After got my first road bike, I started to experience nature, to experience entertainment, uh, entertaining cycling. After that, I saw a local bike shop in Metropole in Tirana. So I started there a group. Uh, I have been a part of a group of youngsters who love cycling too. Yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
So, so you started the group in at that bike shop, or did you join a group?
I was part of that starting. I was
Ah,
part
okay.
of that group for the first time. Um, it was our passion, our common passion for cycling, for bicycle parts, for upgrading, and so
Mm-hmm.
it was a local bike shop that organized this, and it was fun for a period of time, nearly 2 years. It was very fun.
Now, how long ago was that?
Maybe uh, in 2013, 2012, 2013, yeah,
Also, like almost 10 years, I guess.
almost 10 years, yeah.
So, what have you been doing since then? Because I see that you're still doing lots of cycling, but you've said that you've gotten into triathlon. What's triathlon like in Albania? Tell me.
Triathlon it started nearly 5 years ago here in Albania.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, when it started, I have these friends with all the logos, imported bikes from the world, and I have these logos of three men uh,
Yeah.
swimming.
Oh, the swim, bike, run?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
logo. I fell in love with that logo because I studied design, architecture back there, and was obsessed with these logos, with this kind of meaningful graphic designing. And I started to search what is this sport, and uh, the first that year, maybe that year, it was organized the first triathlon, but it was in a small group,
Mm-hmm.
very small group. I uh, I didn't know how to swim, but it
I
was
don't think any of us know how to swim when they start triathlon.
very hard to swim.
Mm-hmm.
No chance to swim like videos of people
Yeah.
swimming. No chance to swim like that. But here I started triathlon to running from volleyball. I never quit running,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a good pace for the moment. But these last 3 years, I started to race in triathlon, and uh, it is hard to train, but give me this satisfaction, this great feeling of achievement, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop. I can't stop training, or not for racing, but for every day.
Right.
I can't stop training. I have a program, and so that I have a program, a weekly uh, based program that I finished and I redo again, like three four, 3 months, 3 month program.
Okay. So you said that it's hard to train in Albania. Now, I'm trying to think of where it is geographically. Um, it
Mediterranean Sea,
is, oh yeah, is it
Italy.
along the Mediterranean Sea?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
Near
beside
Italy.
Croatia?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Down
great.
in Croatia.
So Is it above Croatia or below Croatia?
below Croatia.
Below Croatia. So then is Greece down there too?
Yeah, it's Greece. Below Albania is Greece.
Oh, okay. So do you get to swim in the Mediterranean Sea, or is that not where you train? Explain how you
Uh,
train for a triathlon in Albania.
yeah, for running and cycling is very easy
Yeah.
because we have hills here and we
Hmm.
have all flat terrain, like 5 or 7 uh, meters from sea level. It's
Yeah.
flat, but hills are nearly 500 meters from here. Hills are like 300 meters hills.
Yeah.
300 meters is like uh,
Like a small hill.
nice, yeah, a nice trail running for every day.
Oh,
It's good. It's not like mountains, but it's cool.
yeah, that's high
There are a
enough.
lot of hills. There are a lot of hills, like very uh, top bottom, and it's good for training. Running is easy. Uh, Strength workout, I do it at home uh, with some dumbbells and some elastics.
Yeah, I love
But
elastics.
swimming is not fun. For 3 months is good. For 3 summer months, when temperatures are nearly 35 degrees, is good. Is the 25 meters pool here, an open
Okay.
pool. So when kids stop to jump in the pool,
Yeah.
and old people stop to play, and I have all the pool for myself and go there.
Oh.
It's good
So
for
are
for
you,
time for time a week.
oh wow. So you must be good if you're going 4 times a week.
Yeah,
Or
uh, I'm very slow, at slow pace,
that's
very slow
okay.
pace.
As long because
It's the beginning.
yeah, I'm like you. Well, I tried triathlon and I was not a swimmer. I didn't like swimming. I was just like you. But strong point was the cycling, right? So as soon as you get out of the water, you start passing everybody that passed you in the water. And that's good. So do you have many are there many triathlons in Albania, or do you travel to participate?
um, uh, there are very good triathletes, a few very good triathletes in Albania. They are my friends, and they go in Europe to to take place in Ironman
Mm-hmm.
around
Oh,
Europe, like
yeah.
in France, in Nice, in Greece, uh, uh, and they do triathlon nearly 3 or 4 times a year, like full Ironman.
Do you do that, or have you? No?
No, my friends are good inspiration. I
Yeah.
watch them. For the moment, I watch them. But in the nearly future, maybe uh, uh, when I get my economics right, or um, something to get to pay for them, because are not very cheap
Yeah. They're
races,
expensive.
are
Yeah.
expensive. So I like to have maybe 1 or 2 races. Uh, for for the moment, I am good at 70.3 distance.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
really I'm really good at that distance for the moment. Maybe the pace is going to get higher,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I do eight hours job, and after that I train for 4 hours a day. It's hard for me. for the moment. But I can do that. It's no problem.
Is that what you have planned for the summer? You have an
Yeah,
event?
yeah. My parents help me to go to races for the moment.
Okay.
They they are uh, they are very enthusiastic for me taking part in these races because when they uh, these places when the races are organized are very beautiful
Oh,
are
travel is nice.
yeah, and so they enjoy it a lot. They go for the programs, the weekend trip, and I
Yeah.
go there for my
Yeah.
programs.
I
For
like that. You're like, okay, where would you like to go this year? And we'll find an event and we can go together.
yeah, it's good there.
Yeah.
Good.
So you mentioned um, that you are hoping to build a cycling community where you live,
Yeah,
um, and a local and mountain bike club and team. How's that going? Is that starting or?
yeah, it's really great for the starting. It's a saying in here in Albania. A good start is the middle of the work. You
Oh,
have done
I
you
like
have
that.
done you have done the middle of the work if you start
Yeah.
good.
I
Yeah,
I like that actually. I'm gonna write that down. Keep going.
and and there are two guys. I borrowed them my bicycles, my old bicycles, so they can experience uh, what I experienced before with my bike all the time. But once a week, I collect or I take uh, normally one time a week, like 4 hours
Hmm.
of training together with these
Oh,
guys,
okay.
and it's nice. The group is starting to grow.
Yeah.
Uh, Now we started two people. Now we are four, and for the next month, maybe for the next month we get to six. So
Hmm.
it's a good start, really good start. I talked for this group to the to the city to the to get a permission or to get financial maybe some more parts or for cycling jerseys or for the helmets or
Right.
so. Uh, for this time, maybe we have to sort it out with by sort it out like uh, build the build the trust,
Right.
like building the trust or building this team, get more into cycling because once a week is a little, but 40 hours a week is very good.
Hmm.
Once a week for a ride is really good. The guys are good at that rhythm, so it's a good start.
So are you helping new cyclists get into cycling? Or like how are people finding your group? Is it just because they come to the bike shop and they're looking for a group to ride with and then they join you, or how are you organizing that or
No,
building it?
for the moment we don't have a bike shop. Uh,
Oh, okay.
I take all the responsibility to clean the
Right.
bikes, to get ready for the ride. I do the mechanic for the bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so I broke some bikes all this time. All for 10 years, I broke some bikes.
Yeah, yeah, you
So
got parts.
yeah, I learned to fix things. Uh, so for the moment, I am the mechanic. I know a bike shop here in Lushnja, but they provide the parts, not the mechanic. So I
Oh,
have to get parts all by my expenses. Boys are only pilots. It's
right.
it's it's the thing. So uh, all my expenses. I like to I take courses of social management. So
Yeah.
uh, and and I have some knowledge about enterprises and also, but I lack the time to get in touch with people, and so
Right.
I'm very busy at that. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds really great that you're starting your own um kind of, like you said, a little enterprise on helping people with bike parts to fix bikes. And you know what? Um, I have friends who started a bike shop just like that, just out of their backyard. They would fix bikes. People would come and bring their bikes, like come to their backyard, and they would fix their bikes. And then after like a couple years, they opened a bike shop. And they're one of the best known bike shops in Ottawa, where I live. They're called Fat
okay,
Moose.
yeah,
And it
that's
was
good.
just out of their house, like just helping people putting they were both engineers, and yeah, it seems sounds very similar to what you're doing. Like just helping people, like sourcing out your own parts, finding them, putting, helping build bikes because of your knowledge and your love for cycling. Um, yeah, it sounds very similar. And they grew so much that they started their own little bike shop. Like they had to get a space because basically their wives didn't want them working in their garage anymore. So maybe your parents will be like, okay, it's time to get time to get your
Yeah,
own
you're right.
place.
Yeah, it's uh, really I I don't think I can start by a bicycle shop. I am
No, I
not
know.
into
It
that.
took them a
But
long time.
yeah, but we had in Lushnja, in my town, we
Hmm.
had the cycling team in the 80s, and
Oh.
so men's here are very passionate about the bikes. They take
Hmm.
care of them. So I started cycling with one of these veteran cyclists. So that they gave me the knowledge and experience. Uh, I started to take care of my bike, like
Hmm.
that was uh, my accessory, like taking care of it when go to cafes, never leave them alone. I take them near me
Hmm.
so I can see them. This connection with the bike, this personal connection with the
Yeah.
bike. I want the boys to take care of this gift they gave that
Yeah.
is given to them. So they take care of them. Maybe start throwing the wheel by themselves,
Mm.
or cleaning the bike is the minimal cleaning, get
Hmm.
ready for the workout or for the cycling event. But I see this like more sustainable than
Yes.
getting
Hmm.
getting this big shop, paying rent, get all the parts from our other places. It's very busy like that.
Hmm.
I have this idea to take old bikes, renovate them by myself, and
Yeah.
and find the good boys that can ride them
Mm-hmm.
and get this culture growing.
Yeah. What
Culture.
about the girls?
Uh,
What about the girls?
I don't have an answer.
How come?
Maybe it's
Are there no girls on
cycling.
bicycles?
Cycling is not only for the boys. Cycling is not for the boys. Uh, I see cyclocross. I like to see when I see cyclocross, when I watch cyclocross,
Mm-hmm.
for example. I see only women's cyclocross. I think women's are very good at cyclocross, like very strong, and I I am impressed. I am really motivated for this type of sport. Uh, so I think girls are too are very good at cycling, like boys, but
Yeah,
uh,
but
it, it's
are there
simpler
no,
with boys.
yeah, but are there no female, like women cyclists around where you live?
It's not a hobby for them. It's
Hmm.
not seen as good as I see mountain bike uh, bicycles ridden by girls, but very
But
very
not
very
road. Hmm,
very
that's
boys
strange.
are very good. Boys are very good at taking their bikes to homes. Girls
Oh,
maybe shyer,
yeah.
so it's not that normal taking the bike, or uh, maybe that time is good to get a bicycle shop
Yeah.
to take care for their bikes, maybe.
But even
But
for like, because you were saying that you taught them. So like teaching, like having classes on how to do certain bike things, like truing a bike or changing a chain or things like that, that um, you're trying to empower them to learn how to use how to take care of their bikes so they're not always like bringing them to you. So you're teaching them to take care of their bike, right?
yeah, yeah, teaching them to take care of their bikes, but not only that.
Yeah.
Uh, the bike is ready for them all the time, because I
Right.
check them because I check them periodically. I like to make this culture of sport cycling,
Mm-hmm.
because I see nice clothes in me. I see nice photos of me all this short time. So I think, why these youngsters uh, have the chance to wear cool clothes, to
Mm-hmm.
go, because in winter is, it's really hard to cycle, maybe and even to minus 2 grad Celsius is hard. You have to have layers,
Yeah.
layers by layers by layers, maybe 3 layers to go out. So they have this short slabs, and
Yeah.
they can't go to winter cycling with them.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
way. So I have some old clothes in my closet, and
Oh,
uh, we share clothes,
okay.
because winter is really hard.
Right.
We get second-hand clothes, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm more into looking cool and feeling cool, and riding our bikes, maybe doing 2, 3, 4 intervals in full gas,
Yeah.
and arriving at home exhausted, maybe for 4 hours ride, really exhausted, but with a big smile on our face, and some good photos to remember. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's important, and it's great to empower, you know, individuals like the young boys that you're helping to get and find something new that they can get excited about, like you. And yeah, that's I love that, and it's cool that it's happening like in Albania. And I just want to share something with you. I interviewed a gentleman from the States. His name is Robert. And remember, you were saying that you were looking at taking old bikes and fixing them up. That's what he did. He like take these bikes that people were throwing out. Like, but he did kids' bikes. So, for kids, not for young teenagers, but like smaller bikes. And he would fix them up and he would paint them, and they would pick a child to gift it to, and they'd have to take care of it, and it was such an amazing story, and he did so many of those, and it sounds like you're doing the same thing, but for older kids, so that they have something they can ride to school, or they can go ride to work, and or they
Yeah,
can ride with you. um and yeah, I love it. I love that this is happening.
thank you. Yeah, it gives me, it's the only thing I I feel I get blessed. In my work,
Yeah.
I do the work, the job. I'm good at it. I enjoy it. I
Hmm.
come home really motivated. I go there happy and happier,
Yes.
come home happier and train harder. But I can't do this by my own. I have
No.
to to stay focused and give this knowledge to some. In in I'm 32 now. I'm not. Uh, I have time to to train and uh, to uh, uh, help others. A lot of time maybe, but yeah. But I enjoy more cycling, group cycling, than solo cycling. Solo
Hmm.
cycling is really exhausting. Uh, when I have those days like Saturday, yeah, Thursday, Saturday, I have this recovery ride, this recovery time, and these days are free. Maybe end Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, I have this recovery ride. So I have 3 days that can spend with these youngsters, this group of youngsters. Uh, Maybe it's good they know, like they have to do this program, uh, taking classes, go at home, maybe it's something, they are tired, they can rest a little bit, and maybe after that go for a ride
Hmm.
at the summer, uh, here in Albania at 8:10, maybe 9:10, uh, is day again, is day,
Yeah.
9:10 p.m. So it's a long day to
Oh.
spend at cafe or maybe at city doing nothing. It's better for them to to get uh, to get busy with this.
Hmm. Yep.
Maybe explore. They are very shy to go. We have the beach here, 20 kilometers from our town is the beach.
Yeah.
We have Mediterranean Sea, 20 kilometers from our home.
Right.
Yeah, nearly 1 hour, maybe 1 hour. We are at the beach,
Yeah.
so we can enjoy places we never dreamed of.
Hmm.
we go there by car or by bus, but never by bicycle. The
Right.
road is good. Here the road is good when they see when drivers see cyclists with helmets and all the equipment. They get serious and they let us 2 maybe 3 meters of the road. Yeah, they
Wow.
are really
That,
great people. So
that's
we are
good.
blessed. We are blessed with these small things, with these small gestures about the community, about the town. So we help each other to get this thing. I'm not all I'm not lonely or only me.
Mm-hmm.
We are motivating each other.
Yeah.
I go there. I go with the group route empty, with no with a lot of emotion, with a lot of mixed emotions. But when I go there, they are so prepared, so disciplined, and they order me. So
Ah.
I I I don't order. I take orders from them.
Yes.
So it's a blessing. It's easier to get orders. So
Yes.
I
Especially
think
if they're
it's
asking.
very empowering.
Hmm.
They're very empowering. Yeah, it's good.
Well, I love it. So, what can you leave us with for letting our audience know? So, say, say we share your this episode with people that you know that are not, that are live around you. Where would you like them to find you? Like to come and ride with you, or if you're looking for support um, to continue being able to service these bikes or buy parts, like what can you share with us that our listeners can take away?
Um,
Mm.
the community to work have to have a network, like this all these people helping each other. It's a network.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I use Instagram, I use Facebook to speak to my friends. Like I had a fork repaired, uh, so I have to change that. I had a new frame from a city here, Fieri. Uh, a nice gentleman there uh, gave a frame to us.
Wow,
A
that's
frame is
awesome.
a
Mm-hmm.
bicycle. A frame is a bicycle. So
Mm-hmm.
I had some old parts in there, but we never had the fork. So in Tirana, I had have a group of friends uh, taking some phone calls, and are they they got me the fork. So it's good. Maybe uh, this community is it was uh, if uh, if this all these kids or all these youngsters, all these people were not passionate about cycling, they this group, this small group here in Lushnja, in this small town, never got so excited
Mm.
about cycling. If there was not this kind of angels, maybe well, yeah, like angels, they saved us.
Yeah.
They saved us from not riding our bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe in Instagram we can share our pictures, in Facebook too. Maybe we can work some videos, video editing. We have great guys here to help us. Uh, so uh, this community, uh, we have a group of people in Tirana. They ride uh, nearly every week. They go for 80 kilometers ride. They have this trailer, get the bikes there, and
Mm.
go all the Albania. so we can be part of that group too, to meet new people. Yeah, to meet new people. So it's good.
So if anybody in Albania or near Entjol,
Entjol.
Entjol, and it's Lushan,
Lushnja.
Lushnja, Lushnja.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody is close to Lushnja, reach out to Entjol. He will get you on a bike. He will get you riding, and all his contact information will be in the description. So you have a great advocate for cycling. So I encourage anyone who's listening and has been hesitating to get on your bike. It's the most amazing, I'm not going to say empowering, but you'll feel like you're free. You haven't used the word free. Freedom is what cycling is. And the feeling of freedom when you ride your bike in the wind, with friends. So I encourage you to reach out to him and say, hey, I heard this podcast. I want to know more. So I want to thank you so much for sharing this. I had no idea, and I'm glad that you're an ambassador of cycling in your region, and that you're doing great things. That's awesome. That's what this podcast is about, is sharing people who are doing great things around cycling or just loving it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, that's a wrap, everybody. You can catch this episode on YouTube as well, or off our Instagram or any platform for where you listen to your podcast. So that could be Apple, Google, Spotify, and we will see you on the next podcast. Thank you very much, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for spending this time with me on the Secrets from the Saddle podcast, learning more about sighting people, places, and things that make cycling such an exciting sport. I am so glad you stopped by today. Please leave me a review if you feel so moved to do so. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would enjoy it, I would be forever grateful. Also, if you could please leave me a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving me an honest thought and an honest comment, telling me what you think, and most importantly, tell me what you'd like to hear more of. It would really help me to bring more great, inspiring cycling stories to you. Until then, have an amazing day. Make sure you ride your bike. And don't forget to visit my YouTube channel if you'd like to see the full version of this podcast live.